So, I'm moving out of my brother's place. It's about to get super empty in here. And it's got me thinking. See, I've been thinking about value and what it means to me as a person. Right now, I'm just making a smoothie. Some things have value because you need them and then you don't have them. And then when you get it, like this C-clamp to finish the brakes that I've been trying to do all day, becomes all of a sudden very valuable. We had to put $500 into the car because the calipers for the back brakes actually seized up. So the auto company valued that at $500. I'm actually in Idaho right now. So why do I bring up both of these stories is because it's a perfect example of a term called utility value. Utility value also goes hand in hand with the value paradox. So what is the value paradox? Well, the value paradox is best explained through, would you rather have a bucket full of diamonds or a bucket full of water? I think most people would choose diamonds, but under the circumstances of being lost in the desert, you would ultimately have to choose water because it's more valuable. Given the choice to have unlimited amounts of both, at the beginning you would choose water up until you have a sufficient amount. And then anything after, you would try to get your hands on as many diamonds as possible. And that's how the value paradox works. Now, utility value works a little bit differently. And right now we're at Next Level Burger. And Laura's Instagramming for the first time. Last time we were here, we were getting married. And for utility value, it holds value because it's always constantly useful. Things like air, things like food, I mean, they're invaluable and they're very useful. But some things are more useful and more valuable to other people than myself. I love camera gear and audio gear. Someone else might like ballet, someone else would like horseback riding, and those things are not valuable to me, but they're valuable to them. Oh, by the way, now we're in Redding, California, and we shot a music video yesterday, and we're gonna finish the rest of it today. Okay, and right now I'm actually in Lodi doing a health and healing crusade. It's the only time I've had time to sit here and talk to my camera because I have been working this giant soundboard. In Matthew 6:26, Jesus talks about you being more valuable than the birds in the air and not to worry about what you will eat or drink because your Heavenly Father will feed you and will clothe you. Jesus is quoted as saying and talking about in a parable of a man and the kingdom of heaven as being a treasure in a field and how that man sold all that he had and bought the field. You see, the kingdom of heaven is priceless. There's no admissions fee, and you can't buy a pre-sale ticket to get in early. It's a gift, and it's free. It's like owning a vehicle, except you have to put gas in it to make it work. It takes time. It takes effort. See, we may physically put the gas in the vehicle, but the gas actually runs the entire vehicle. And it's the same way when we allow God to control our lives. If we do His will all according to what we know and understand, all the circumstances around us and in us will be changed by Him. You see, our self-worth and value doesn't come from the things that we own, or have, or been, or the people we know. It all comes from the Creator of the universe. And He has given us talents and abilities, all unique and all different. So I encourage you to look at the talents and the abilities that God has given you and realize that there's so much that you can do. It's almost limitless. And you see, as for the value paradox, righteousness and sin will never be equal. There will never be a point where they both intersect and plateau at the same level. The utility value of righteousness far on exceeds everything else in this world. It brings us peace, happiness, closer walk with Jesus. It leads us literally to heaven. So let's stop picking up bucketfuls of diamonds and realize that we have rivers of living water.